The love is alive, and if we need any more proof, show it to me. Show me that ring. There we go. Congratulations on this engagement. You are glowing right now. What emotions are you feeling?
I was so nervous in the car on the way over here.
Yeah.
We was listening to our music, and yeah, it's the best feeling. It's the best feeling. Yeah.
Meagan Good and Jonathon Majors just announced that they are officially engaged at a recent red carpet event. Now look, y'all, I don't care what these two do or what they say. I will never believe this is a real relationship. I always believe that a Hollywood agency set them up because they both need something. He's trying to get back on black people's good side, mainly black women, after that fiasco with them white girls and him getting caught up in that abuse story. So he got to do whatever it takes to try to make it seem like he like black women. And Meagan Good here, she trying to get more movie roles. So, this gets her into the public eye. This gets her some press. So they both kind of in it for something. I always believed that she was getting paid to be seen with him because he don't even seem like her type. Y'all, I don't care that they talking about they engaged. This is a PR stunt that just won't end. Let's talk in the comments. Do you believe this?
I didn't think this relationship was real. I thought this was such a PR stunt to get women on his side, a certain type of women on his side. I did not think this relationship was real. And she's engaged, so congratulations. But also, you gotta keep an eye on him. Because I don't really know what's going on. I don't really trust him. After everything he's been through and that he got found not guilty and then guilty on one part about her finger or whatever, I didn't really look into that. So if I'm wrong, please go ahead in the comments and say what the right is. Because we all know y'all love doing that. Go ahead and write it in the comments. But yeah, I didn't think this relationship was real. I thought it was going to be until the court date. I'll be surprised if they actually go to the wedding. Because I still don't think it's real. I think it's a PR stunt. Just like the PR stunt where he broke up the high schoolers. No fighting.
Whenever the blogs post Jonathon Majors and Meagan Good, it literally be like just mean comments all the time. Okay, so they got engaged. Congratulations on the engagement. My question to y'all is, why don't we like them? They in a career bag. They getting money together. They supporting each other. They not chasing each other in the streets, arguing, all that good stuff. Why are we so anti them? Somebody said, do she know she Meagan Good? Yeah, he's Jonathon Majors. I'm confused. Why do y'all act like this man not who he is too? If it's strictly because of what he did in his past, I get it, cousins. I absolutely get it. But let me know what y'all think. Congratulations on the engagement though.
She made a point in that last clip that stood out to me, where she said that a woman said, "Don't she know she's Meagan Good?" She's like, yeah, and that's also Jonathon Majors. What they try to do is downplay, for some reason on TikTok, and I hate to say this, there's a lot of black women on TikTok who are just miserable. They're just miserable human beings. But whenever they do see a black couple in the limelight, they want one of a few things to happen. They want the man to be submissive, subservient to that woman, and then they also try to act as if they don't know who that person is, and or they want the woman to be pedestalized. Just the example she just said. I know who Meagan Good is. Does Meagan Good know that she's Meagan Good? Yeah. And that's also Jonathon Majors. And to be fair to Meagan Good, I underestimated her filmography. This is her Wikipedia page, and if you go to her filmography, she has been consistently working all these years. She never really had that much time off in between acting gigs. So that's dope. That's real great for her. But what they'll do is try to act as if Jonathon Majors ain't shit. I'll give you an example. This goes back to something that happened earlier this year with Jonathan Owens, the football player, and his wife, Simone Biles. Black women, for whatever reason, had this hard on for this dude and just said they didn't like him. And they're doing the same exact thing with Jonathon Majors on TikTok right now. It's the exact same thing. But listen to this next clip from a gentleman I thought was spot on. Let's listen to it.
Jonathon Majors and Meagan Good are now engaged. So now we're going to be forced to sit through people on live with this picture in the background, people giving think pieces of what they think that's going on in a relationship that they don't even know about. People are going to be sitting on live having deep thought discussions about a couple that don't even know they exist.
He's right,
Black people are already in a chokehold on live talking about the same 3 topics every single day, day in, day out. Are y'all not tired? Let Jonathon Majors and Meagan Good live in peace. And whoever wrote this, they spelled good wrong. Don't her name got an E at the end? I don't know. But y'all really be pressed to have these same 3 discussions every single day. And every time I see those lives, what do I hit? Boop, boop, not interested. Because why? What did they do to you to cause them to be talked about so much, these 3 topics? Rather it be, I'm not even going to say it because then my algorithm going to be all destroyed. Anyway, want you there by tomorrow.
It's funny because this woman used the exact same background picture that my man was talking about, and here's her dissertation on this subject, again, of people she's never met before.
What the headlines announcing Jonathon Majors and Meagan Good's engagement look like. Black men are determined to rehabilitate their image at black women's expense, and y'all have to stop falling for it. She didn't do anything. Before this, she had had a great career, but now because she was trying to protect him from the white woman he got involved with, her name will forever be associated with domestic violence.
There was no domestic violence against her. Those were allegations, and he was also acquitted from a situation that happened with the previous girlfriend. I just gave Meagan Good her props for having a consistent career all these years. But you talk like Jonathon Majors is some French toast over here, like he doesn't have a humongous career of his own.
I don't know or care about the rights and the wrongs between Jonathon and his ex-lady. The point is, when he was riding high, he wouldn't spit on anybody, even of Megan's complexion.
You don't know that man to know that.
But the moment he got into trouble, he wanted to invoke the Emmett Till defense. And I get tired of them digging up this poor boy who died innocent, who didn't do anything, who was actually lied on. When these men did do something, they denigrated and been nasty to black women, triangulated black women and white women, because what was he saying when he was alone with Miss Lady? Why can't you be like Coretta Scott?
What the hell does that have to do with Emmett Till? You're just making up stuff at this point. And didn't Jonathon Majors say he wanted his ex to be more dignified like Coretta Scott? What is y'all problem?
Why can't you be like Michelle Obama? And women like Meagan Good are continuing to fall for it. This is the cost of your so-called black love with the demographics. Your reputation, and probably your livelihood, because she's going to become box office poison, just like Jonathon Majors. But this is why being a preference is actually not advantageous. She's an icon. You know, she's always been the beauty standard. That's
Again, Meagan Good, continuous working actress. She's not an icon. And she also said her career is going to go to the wayside like his. His career went to the wayside because of false allegations by a woman. And even though it went on the wayside, he's obviously going to bounce back from it. What is this woman's problem?
what she's played in every movie she's been in. The Black It Girl. And who has she married? A preacher who I'm pretty sure is on the DL. And now she's engaged to this idiot who was on trial for DV. So, you know, not a lot of prizes. And you all are more vulnerable than you know. I've seen a major uptick after the election of these black men trying to virtue signal so hard, saying the most basic points black women have been saying for centuries. Oh, black women ought to support their children. Black women should get more support from the community. Oh, black women hold up half the sky, and a whole bunch of other nonsense. And I see a lot of black women licking it up. Oh my God, King, we need more like you. You keep on, you're going to end up just like her. This right here is the real destiny swap. These dudes are trying to get close enough for your good name to rub off on them, and they're going to leave you all stained with his bad reputation. Look at Ashley and Tyler from Love is Blind. What do you think about now when you think about her? This is the new scam. Do not fall for it. That's it. Like and follow for more.
I have no idea who that love and whatever. That's some reality TV nonsense that men don't watch. Sounds like a scorned woman who's trying to create a reason not to like this man. And it's funny how she said she doesn't judge Jonathon and what happened with his previous relationship, but she brought up the fact that he was involved with a domestic incident twice in this clip. And then also something I said about the Simone Biles situation and her husband, Jonathon Owens, and Kiki Palmer and her child's father, who I believe his name is Darius. They try to downplay the man's reputation. They try to pedestalize the woman and denigrate the man as if Jonathon Majors isn't a much bigger star than the both of them, even though I know that Meagan Good has been working a lot longer than he has. But ask anyone globally, who's the star between these two? The majority of people are going to pick Jonathon Majors because he's played in much larger roles than she ever has. And that's no disrespect to Meagan Good whatsoever.
Meagan Good. Are you good? Because I just heard what just conspired. And I'm trying to understand, why did you agree to that? But you know, love is love. If that's how you feel, then you do you, boo. But it just don't sit too well within. Nah, like for real. Mainly because Jonathon Majors gives me the icks. Something about him is just not right. It's something just not right about this young man. And speaking of young man, I also just found out that this woman is 43 years old. Beautiful, gorgeous. Mm-mm-mm. But this little is 35? Where? This woman drained him, didn't she? But when he was a Marvel star, he was making all that money, $500,000. He wasn't thinking about fucking with you. He was enjoying the fruits of his labors. But all now, he got you. And you paying all his bills. You paying his child support. You paying all his back pay, damn taxes. You paying everything for him. I love you, whatever it's to me. I can't believe this. You done carried me so much. The hell she did. But I digress. Congratulations on the engagement to Mr. and Mrs. Majors.
And this woman got the nerve to be talking shit in a damn bonnet and a night robe. And then second of all, this is the third clip of a woman saying, I don't like him. It's just something I can't put my finger on. Because they just making shit up, man. They want to be miserable, and they want Meagan Good and every other black woman to be miserable and likely single, just like them. They just making stuff up. I can't tell you what it is. I just don't like this dude. And then she said something about him, about Meagan Good paying his bills or something like that. I'm not familiar with it. What I did see was that she had a net worth of allegedly $5 million, and he had a net worth of only $500,000. But he had a previous net worth of $20 million. So I'm assuming something happened along that line. And, he ended up losing a lot of that money. I'm going to assume it was dealing with the lawsuit. I know he also lost potential earnings because Disney dropped him. But even still, or forbid a woman has to pay some bills around this bitch or carry her man or help her man through some hard times. It just can't happen, right? That makes him a terrible person, even though the men handle majority of all the bills in most all relationships. I said it before and I'll say it again. A lot of these women are just miserable and wanting people to be just as miserable as them. And regardless if their marriage is for fugazi and it's just for publicity, at the end of the day, who cares? That's just no one's business but their own. But the absolute hatred that they poured out for men like Jonathon Majors, men like Jonathan Owens, men like Darius, I can't remember his name, I'll put it on the screen. That's the one who was with Kiki Palmer. And they were trying to talk about him all terrible because her net worth, I remember doing some videos on this, and so I had to do some research. Her net worth, I believe, was worth $7 million, and they were calling him broke and dusty, even though he has a net worth of $1 million himself. You have women on TikTok work at Chick-fil-A calling that man broke, and he's worth $1 million. But because he didn't have the notoriety as Kiki Palmer, he got to be dusty. But y'all let me know what you think, man. Do better, squad. Fall out.